What's good, y'all? Today we're covering what really happened to Tory Lanez in prison. Subscribe, leave a like, it helps me in the algorithm. Let's dive into this. Reports say Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times by an inmate with a horrifying past. Today we break down everything. What led to the attack, who did it, and why it might have happened. On May 12, 2025, at a high-security facility in Tehachapi, California, Tory Lanez was violently attacked. This isn't just any prison. After shutting down its minimum security units, this place only houses level 3 and level 4 inmates, some of the most dangerous in the state. Inside these walls, gang politics and racial tensions rule. Above that, only the SHU, where inmates are kept in near-complete isolation. But Tory wasn't in the SHU. At 7:20 a.m., he was attacked in his housing unit. Not in the yard like some early reports claimed. He was stabbed 14 times, 7 wounds in the back, 4 in the torso, 2 in the head, 1 across the face. Both of his lungs collapsed. He was airlifted to Kern Medical Center in Bakersfield, an hour away by car. The prison's own medical team couldn't handle the damage. A message from his official Instagram said he was talking, breathing on his own, and thankful. But let's be clear, this was a near-death experience. Immediately, questions flooded in. Who did this and why? In California, racial boundaries in prison are strict. Inmates aren't usually attacked by people outside their race without triggering a major riot, unless something specific happened. A call from a current inmate claimed Tory was living in a unit dominated by Hispanic inmates, and that a Mexican inmate was responsible for the stabbing.
It's Gucci.
What's cracking?
What it do, Fight?
Shit, nothing much to look, right? This morning, brother, the Mex came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so how that's gonna respond when we come off this shit. We're gonna respond the right way to that.
They laid the yard down.
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even know the whole situation, you know?
So it was just like some foul play. So it's finna be up.
Yeah, it's for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with him when it happened? Wasn't nobody right there with him when it went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody wasn't. He was by himself out there. He got a whole tier full of necks. He on a whole tier full of necks.
Wow.
But you already know, once we get off this shit, we press play.
I'm already knowing. God damn.
He said as soon as the lockdown lifts, retaliation from black inmates is expected. Tehachapi is known for housing inmates in SNY, special needs yards. These are often filled with sex offenders, gang dropouts, and informants. California has recently begun mixing SNY with general population in what they call 50-50 yards. This practice is hated by many prison gangs, especially white and Mexican groups. On these yards, inmates may attack others just to be transferred out. It's how they remove themselves without violating their gang's code. In contrast, black inmates often aren't required to do that. That could explain why Tory was still there. The attacker was identified as 42-year-old Santino Casio. His record, horrific. In 2022, he murdered his 13-year-old girlfriend with a shotgun during an argument. The coroner said the gun was just 4 inches from her face when it went off. After going on the run for 2 weeks, he was arrested. His family testified against him. He was already on parole at the time. Since then, he's been convicted of multiple stabbings behind bars and caught with weapons more than once. He's now serving life. So why stab Tory? Some say it's because Tory's own case involved a female victim, Megan Thee Stallion. But compared to Santino's crimes, Tory's look minor. There's no clear motive here. No gang hit. No debt. Just chaos. Tory is expected to survive. But the man who attacked him, he's already serving life. He doesn't care. This is what happens when celebrity status meets prison politics. Your fame doesn't protect you. In fact, it might paint a target. Remember, prisons don't call for helicopters unless it's life or death. Most have on-site medical units. Tory's lungs were collapsing. He was one step away from dying. Whether or not Tory asked to be on that yard, he was surrounded by people with nothing to lose. And when that happens, this is the result. Let this be a warning. Decisions have consequences. Tory went from sold-out shows to solitary confinement. Fame doesn't follow you behind bars, just your charges. That's the full breakdown. Stay safe, stay smart, and think twice about the choices you make. Subscribe, leave a like, and comment if you're rocking with Tory.